literacy has changed dramatically in response to the ever-changing contemporary communications. Teachers have been left with the responsibility of preparing students for these changes, providing new teaching pedagogies for the classroom to accommodate this. Embedding technology into the students' classrooms is an important role to develop students' literacy learning. The opportunity is there for teachers to step up and incorporate digital technology across the curriculum, redefining the learning experience for our students and preparing them for interactions with technology for their future. So what is multimodal? Rapid changes in our digital communications has provided the opportunity to combine reading and writing with multiple modes, including images, music, sound, graphics, photography, and film. With the increased use of multiple literacies in our contemporary world, the need to incorporate these into the classroom becomes quite a challenge with the curriculum content, mainly focusing on reading and writing and print-based texts. In the classroom, teachers still need to regard the importance of the use of literacy modes, yet adapt them at the same time. According to Walsh, multimodal literacy is defined as the integration of literacy, reading, writing, text, talking, listening, and viewing. It refers to the meaning making that occurs through the reading, viewing, understanding, responding to, and producing and interacting with multimedia and digital texts. So what are the impacts on our students and their social worlds? These changes with communication environments are reshaping the way students present themselves, interact with each other, and form relationships with one another. According to Walsh, students are changing the way they interact with one another. The use of print-based texts are diminishing. The communication with technology has widely increased. With the increased use of screen-based technology to read and write, their connections and relationships with print-based texts are diminishing. The development of Web 2.0 technology has also impacted the students in their social worlds, and their communication with technology has widely increased. Today, students are adapting rapidly to the navigation and processing of different modes within digital text. With increased use and availability of social networking sites such as MySpace, Facebook, and YouTube, and the growing use of blogs, wikis, and online gaming sites, students have experienced different forms of communication, constantly evolving. Due to this widespread increased use of social networking, the students' literacy practices have adapted to this, changing ways of communication. The increasing development of technology won't stop there. Students will need preparation from their teachers to incorporate new literacy practices and discourses that have become embedded in online social interaction. With students' interaction with technology increasing, they're moving away from accessing print-based technology at home. This sets a challenge for teachers to accommodate and motivate students to continue to read print-based texts and to continually engage with them, as well as digital texts. According to Walsh, teachers need to accommodate and motivate students to read print-based texts and also to engage with digital texts. Being multiliterate within our society today depends on numerous influencing outside factors, and the impact of those environmental circumstances becomes a major component of becoming a multiliterate learner today. A quote from Kimber and Wyatt is also important is the realisation that young people's out-of-school experiences with new media can mean that students find their presentation of school curriculum less challenging, less relevant, and less engaging. With new technological advances changing the way we learn, we need to incorporate these new methods into our teaching, providing tools for students to have the opportunities to utilise multiple literacies within the visual arts, extends their learning and engages them in exciting ways that technology and how technology can be used in incorporating traditional art making methods. With new technological advances changing the way we learn, we need to incorporate these new methods into our teaching, providing tools for students to have the opportunity to utilise multiple literacies within the visual arts, extends their learning and engages them in exciting ways that technology can be used, incorporated in traditional art making methods such as painting, and encouraging students in multiple modes of art theory delivered through new devices or new ways. By creating a multilateral visual arts classroom, teachers are developing their students' conceptual thinking and expanding their creative skills. Art research offers ways for new technologies to be incorporated to provide students with expanded skills and knowledge of the art world. Using technology to research artists and their work allows students the opportunity to be exposed to a wide range of information they're able to incorporate into their own studies. This research can be conducted via Google, researching galleries, virtual gallery excursions, and there's a lot of different basic ways they can learn how to incorporate technology into their artwork. Art research offers ways for new technologies to be incorporated to provide students with expanded skills and knowledge of the art world. Using technology to respond to research artists and their work allows the opportunity for the students to be exposed to a wide range of information they are able to incorporate into their studies. This research can be conducted via Google, gallery websites, virtual gallery tours, etc. Providing students with an extensive lesson into how to use the internet for their art research safely and effectively would also be essential before they take part in any form of online research. A valuable tool and a creative way for teachers to incorporate technology into the classroom is to use Skype in the classroom. By creating a virtual exhibition, it enables students to receive feedback from their work from someone other than their teacher, and to showcase their work for others to see. Skype in the classroom allows students to become active participants through a social and collaborative space using different methods of communication, for example, speech, image, and body language, offering new ways of examining knowledge. This activity also enables students to collaborate on a global level, potentially incorporating a variety of culturally diverse ways of making meaning. Collaboration, communication, and exhibiting are ways students can create personal relationships with online communities. This is an engaging way students can become active learners in the visual arts classroom. Students can communicate with their peers and other students from different schools and beyond. Wikis and blogs are good examples of how students can interact safely online, sharing concepts and artworks with the use of by incorporating electronic portfolios and diaries. Students are able to digitize their their concepts of their art making practice and experiment and get others' opinions with numerous design elements, and then they're able to explore more outlets for their art making and at the same time conceptualize their work and, making decisions and evaluating possible outcomes. An interesting activity to include in your classroom would be to have small groups engage in a project. The students would be have to prepare for an interview of an Aboriginal community member. They must ask appropriate questions to the interviewee about what the signs and symbols are, and how they're significant. Students will then learn about cultural knowledge and gain an understanding of how to speak and how to ask permission to speak with community members. They'll practice their oral communication skills, which will be beneficial to, English as a second language students. The community member would be invited to the class to do the work of to view the work of the students and give opinions on those works. The students can write down their interview and the responses, or if they're given permission, take a recording and, continue on with an assignment afterwards of their thoughts of the project. Maintaining student interest by making the students aware of what they are learning and preparing them for life in the real world and instilling curiosity is essential to lasting learning. As a future educator, I believe in bringing multiliteracy theories into the classroom, and I believe they will connect the students outside the classroom as well as in it, with the use of appropriate concepts and technologies that engage and inspire the students in their learning journeys.